Hello YouTube, this is Travis Dunn with MDL and this is my vlog. And I am here today with the well-known Doc Smith, my son Austin Adams, and the one, the only, James Hart.
Really?
Alright, we are on our way to the Columbus Convention Center. We're going to go see the Columbus Auto Show. I will be shooting some video while I'm there. It's an event that me and Doc have been to. Well, actually, Austin's been there a few times as well. Something we kind of enjoy. Get to sit around and play with the new models and
roll over all the cars we're not going to ever get.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It was funny that year that they did the obstacle course for the one truck.
Actually, they're doing Toyota's doing a driving event, so
cool.
We might actually get to sit down and actually do a.
I wish the line wasn't so big for the Aberrant that year. I would have loved to have drove that.
But yeah, it's they always have some fun stuff going on. Thank goodness it runs late because needless to say, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. But, you know, that's pretty normal.
Sleep? What's sleep?
Yeah, sleep. What's that? I have a normal life. So, been a fun week. I finished up my antibiotics for my earache and immediately ended up with a chest cold. Gotta love that. And I blamed that one back there.
What? Why? Just goes.
How's your incubation factory?
The kids were sick last week, and then literally 24 hours after I finished my antibiotics, and then me and my wife decided to catch it. So I've been struggling with that pretty much all week. So I didn't go to the gym, just for the fact that I was coughing my head off.
Slacker.
Well, the house next to us finally has gone up to the market. It's been empty for, what, at least 2 years?
Yeah.
I want to say at least 3 or 4.
It seems like it's been that long.
No, it was 2 because 2 years since Sticks and Fox have been down.
Yeah, so it's
and
been...
they left just a month or 2 before Sticks and Fox came down.
Yeah, so that so it's been at least a couple of years that it's been open, and the bank,
Now it's available.
Yeah, bank finally put it up for sale, and needless to say, it's going cheap. In fact, I wish I could buy it for less than $32,000. Yeah, it honestly would be worth it. Even though the kitchen has been completely gutted. Actually, speaking of our friends from Alaska, they had sort of mentioned when they were down that if the house went up for sale, to let them know that they kind of wanted to get away from Alaska. And so I did let them know that the house went up for sale, and I know that they are in the discussion about it. I told them to act fast because, gosh, awesome! What? There's been 3 or 4 at least.
I saw at least 5 cars the other day.
Yeah, I mean they.
At the same time.
Yeah, I mean they've already pretty much the next day after the sign went up, they started showing it to people. So I told them, I said, you know, if you're interested in doing it, you might want to put your eggs in your basket now. You definitely price wise, it's like that's more than what we paid a year in rent, or that's not quite what they pay a year in rent for the whole price of the house.
Yeah.
And but living in Alaska is a lot more expensive, and they live in Anchorage, so you know, the major city that they live in. Break.
Brakes work.
Yes, brakes work. So anyway, went this morning, paid off one loan, took out another. Rob Peter paid Paul, and
Bank loves him.
yeah, well, only because I'm making the payments until the day that stops. Yeah, not so happy. But, you know, that's how the world turns. So I've got the money to go ahead and get the furnace and air conditioning done. So I will be arranging that this week. And I hate spending that money because we had planned on paying off a personal loan. I kind of really wanted to get out from underneath that, and
Come on, let's be honest. You hate spending money, period.
not unless it's on the computer or the car or on the motorcycle.
Even then, it's a little leery to do so.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tightwad when it comes to some things.
You can pinch 2 pennies together and get a nickel.
Darn, damn it. Gotta squeeze them butt cheeks.
Between you and your all.
So, like I said, I'll be handling that this week, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll have a nice new heating and air conditioning.
I'm going to get a nice new heater just in time for it to not be usable.
Yeah, pretty much, but at least I'm gonna burn to death in heat. Since it just can't decide around here what kind of temperature it wants to be.
Come on, it's Ohio weather.
Yeah,
we got 4 seasons like everyone else. We got winter, or we got almost winter, still winter, and construction.
But it's around here. I mean, we've in the last 10 days, we've gone from the gamut of 70 degrees to 30-ish.
There was one day last week, the furnace was on at night, and then it got so hot in my bedroom, I had to turn the air conditioner on in there in the afternoon.
And I've been pretty much doing the same on several days in the bedroom just because it got way too hot there to sleep. And
of course, much like my room, the sun beats down on your guys' bedroom.
Yep,
so
exactly it. So I started to take apart the bike. I did do the first attempt to paint the plasti dip the tins. The Blaze Blue that I got, and I don't know if there was something wrong with the nozzle, but it was leaking all over the place. And but the color itself just didn't turn out as bright as I kind of was hoping for. So I pretty much started peeling it back off. I have, however, decided what color plastic dip I'm going to go with, and I'm going to go with a black base with what's known as copper metallizer. So it's still going to be kind of an orangey color, but it's going to be a little more on that copper side. And I've already seen another Sportster with that color. There's like one video of it online, and I'm kind of digging the color. And but I gotta catch another warm day to actually be able to get that done.
I'll be able to in 3 weeks.
Yeah, at least. And so that's gonna be the color the bike's gonna be rocking for the season. And I'm really wanting to get some miles in. My stepdad went this week and got the tags done on the new bike. And I can't remember if I told you he did actually buy that bike.
Yeah. Probably when we were in Arma.
Oh, that's right. And speaking of Arma, I want to give our very wonderful cohorts known as Harry Dick and Attack Pata. And
although he's now Hattie Potter.
Yeah, God, he's the name of the week, isn't he?
He went and bought all the hats in the game.
Did he really?
Yes.
We've been spending a lot of time on Arma 3. Obviously, this one's a government worker.
I'm government subsidized
worker. And,
get it right.
And old James here in the back, he's on layoffs right now, waiting on his job to start back up.
So I'm government subsidized. He's government contracted.
Yeah, kind of like that. Old James back here, he builds semis.
Kenworth?
At the wonderful Kenworth plant, and you've been off for 3 months now, something like that. January. Yeah, so he's been enjoying the wonderful world of I've got nothing to do but play video games category.
Well,
know if I'd call that enjoying, but
You enjoyed it for at least the first 2 weeks.
I did until the house project started. And I was like,
No, you enjoyed it until the bills came in.
yeah, that wasn't funny.
And the honey to-do list started.
Oh yeah, that's a very large list.
But I can tell you, he did manage to get some projects done, but not the one he wanted. He still hasn't got the garage cleaned out.
You got a good start on that the other day, though. You got the clean-to done.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get the clean-to done to get to the garage.
Very true. Now, James back here owns a car that I've been kind of itching to drive, and he hasn't handed me the keys yet. But he's got a 350Z, and hopefully here for when it warms up, I'm gonna review that car for the BSD project.
He can review it, but he can't drive it.
Didn't he let you drive it once?
No, but I know if I asked, he'd let me.
He'd hand you the keys, wouldn't he? Yeah, because he's a dick like that.
No, because I'm the cool one.
At least you're not the holding my beer.
No, I'm like, pour me another shot of whiskey one. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
So when we get done over at the auto show, we haven't quite decided where we're hitting up after that. So I'll be probably paying for dinner tonight. We have made the joke about going to a 16-bit arcade, but unfortunately, since my son is here, we won't. I guess they can go. I'd have to go next door. I was actually rather disappointed that first time when him and I went to go in. They're like, nope, no kids. I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
Well, age restriction, you got to know what the games are to be able to go in. They're all before his time.
And before the ESRB rating started. But considering next door is another particular bar that I like going to. As known as the Dirty Franks. And Dirty Franks is a hot dog joint. And they'll put pretty much anything you want on a weekend.
I hate this city. Sorry.
No, he hates anything called a season.
That too.
He's worse than the rest of us when it comes to allergies.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hoping I got enough voice for the to do the video for the auto show. I have a feeling I might end up having to do voiceover, just because I literally have congested in my chest.
I have congestion in my head. There's nothing else is up there.
But yeah, it'll be fun. Obviously, like I said, it's something we've done before, so we kind of know what we're getting into. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It did rain earlier today.
Well, it's indoors. What does it matter if the weather cooperates?
Man, we still gotta walk from the car.
That's the reason why I brought my sticker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hire the handicap, fun to watch.
Hey, I'm just in it for the parking and the life-saving treatments.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how have your treatments been going?
Not too bad.
Yeah, for anybody that hasn't seen one of my previous vlogs, Doc here is on dialysis, which is why we, make the joke of government subsidized. Obviously, if you haven't known anybody that's ever been on dialysis, the treatments that he does 3 times a week are quite rough, to say the least. And you get these 4 or 5 inch needles stuck in you.
Well, the needles are 1 inch long, but they're the size of 16 penny nails. Literally. basically get roofing nails in my arm twice, or 2 roofing nails in my arm 3 times a week.
Every week. Oh. They were going to marriage on the highway.
Zoom, zoom. Oh, wait a minute, this is Chevy.
Yeah, that was something kind of very disappointing because I was thinking about taking the new loaner out and rolling it into the loon with the car, and I've only owned this car a little over a year and a half, and you know I paid $12,500. I think originally when I bought it, it was booking for $15 or $16, and when they pulled up the book value on the car, basically it's worth about maybe $12, and I was rather disappointed with that. But it is a Chevy. I guess it doesn't hold its value as well.
Well, Chevy's going through some rough spells right now too.
But it's definitely been. I mean, this has been an okay car, but I'm kind of itching to mod it. But I have had over the course of the past year to have these weird little issues. Oh my God, I hate slow people.
That's what they made the left lane for.
Yeah, well.
Thing's got a turbo. Spool it up.
Still doesn't spool back as good as I hope. Which is actually one of the weird things about this car, being a turbo. This car builds boost in the most odd way, and I think about the most I get in first gear is maybe 2 pounds of boost, and then second and third gear I have touched 12 pounds boost on occasion, but normally 10ish is where this car stops making boost. And then the other gears, I don't think at full throttle I can see 6 or 8 pounds.
I need to get a turbo for the Z.
There you go.
Well,
That's not good.
damn, there's something going on.
Somebody left the car show thinking they had a Corvette and they really got a Chevette.
Hey, now
That's the Chevette. I had one.
I would own one if I could find one in good shape.
Fortunately, I got to skip that phase of my childhood.
I actually had an uncle that had a very odd Chevette. It was one of the last years they made, and it had a 2.8 liter V6 in it. And I swear to God, and I know for a fact that GM experimented with putting the V6 in the Chevette, but they never officially produced it. And like I said, I'm not sure how. I mean, I remember even my uncle, talked about how odd this car was because it, it had all the proper emission stickers. It had all the proper. I mean, everything was. If somebody did swap this motor in, they did a 100% proper swap. And it was also, this particular one was fully loaded. It had air conditioning, it had power windows, it had power locks. I mean, and for Chevette, I mean, this thing was loaded. Looks like Haiti Farrell's closed up today.
That's not good.
And I thought they were open until 6, but looks like they must have closed at 5 today. 8A Farrell happens to be one of the oldest Harley Davidson dealerships. I believe it is one of the oldest in Ohio. And sadly, though, the main one, or what's supposed to be the main one, isn't exactly the main one anymore. They built one in Sunbury, and it's supposed to be a really nice dealership up there. I've been tempted to make the journey just to get warehouse.
I love that place.
It's actually possibly one of the places we're going to go get dinner. We might possibly do Dirty Frank's. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Very picky eater in the backseat.
Do what?
So don't forget about the very picky eater in the backseat.
Oh, I'm sure if we go to Dirty Frank's, you can find a wiener for your mouth. They'll put. They even have veggie dogs.
Can't stand it, you guys.
So
What about a corn dog?
Oh, they make the best corn dogs. But they have all natural casings. They have.
Don't they do bacon wrapped corn dog?
They do bacon wrapped corn dog. They also do bacon wrapped regular, and then they have the what was the name? They have funny names for all the different hot dogs that they do. The Newt Gingrich is a plain old wiener. But yeah, it's the only thing is with it being downtown, it's a little hard to get into. But obviously, since we're already down this way, well, we are getting close to the convention center, so this is where I'm going to end the vlog. I hope everybody has a great day, has a great week, and I will catch you later.